You know what I'm saying?
How long was Canaan a nation before Israel came out of Egypt? Well, according to the prophecy, what is it, Genesis 15, right? When it talks about the Mosai gave a dream to Abraham, and then he woke up, the Mosai basically told him, like, listen, I'm going to give you a land where it flows with milk and honey, right? Which is basically gold and silver. So I'm going to say, I'm gonna give you that as an inheritance, but not until the sin of the Amorite is fulfilled, which took what? How many years it took for a lot of these Canaanite nations to inhabit our land? 400 years, bro. 400 plus years, almost 500 years, right? From the time we went into Egypt in slavery, we came out of Egypt, so on and so forth. It was 400 years, right? 430, 440, somewhere in there. So they had a 400-year start ahead of the Israelites. By the time we came out of Egypt, we went into the wilderness. And then after that, 40 years in the wilderness, we went, on the way to Canaan. You know who was there? The Canaanites. So it took them 400 plus years to establish themselves in our land, which is prophetic to these, right? It's prophetic to the fact that a lot of these Canaanites today in America, it took them 50 years, right? Almost, like I said, between 50 years to establish their whole setup here, One West Hamitic doctrines and their camps. It's the same thing. The same thing that happened before, the same thing can happen again in spiritual Egypt right here, which is America, right? Again, going back to the question, how long was Canaan a nation before Israel came out of Egypt? 400 years. Again, by the time we came into the land of Canaan, which is our land, Israel, you have all these Canaanites that were stronger, mightier. As a matter of fact, when Moses sent spies, he came back. The spies came back saying, with the report saying, "Oh, well, the land is well established. Their cities are fortified up to the heavens. And there's a bunch of giants, so on and so forth. I don't know if we can't take it over." The same thing with a lot of our people that are in fear today. It's like, no, man, you going against camps. They're well established. They, this and that and the third. Like, so what? So what? They were given a head start just because so that we would see them fall. Same thing with back in the day. The Mosai allowed the sin of the Amorites. The Amorites are part of the Canaanites, right? The army and like the line of defense of the Canaanites way back before we invaded with Moses. So they were given that head start in order for us, to come in and fight against them so that they could just fall, bro. Because it don't matter if they had a head start against us. Again, we already said that there was a great movement in South America that knew that what they were the Israelites without One West Hamitic doctrines, without the influence of One West, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So, Ed, Shalom, welcome to life.